Let's go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is another night or day in the shop, depending on where you are right now. We got the cars behind us. We're working on aftermath tonight, and we've got a whole brand new exhaust system we're getting ready to put on because we need to quiet it down, because after doing all the suspension work and all the upgrades, chopping it down, not being able to run full tailpipes anymore, I had a brand new set of Thrush glass packs on there, and they were just working themselves in where they had a really nice pop. But now that we've had to chop everything off before the rear end because of the amount of lockup the suspension gets, I can't run full exhaust. So they're really loud and they dump out, and even on an angle, they're just really, really loud. And with a low car pounding back and forth off the pavement, it's not fun. So we're going to change that up. We picked up a set. We did some research and we wanted to make sure we found something quiet, so we went with what everybody told us to get. And we've got DynoMax 2-inch, because that's all I'm running on this car. I don't run anything more than that on this car. I don't need to. It's a stock motor on a lowrider. These are DynoMax turbos, super turbos, and they're the 17730s. These are the 2-inch inlet, 2-inch OD outlets, which fit perfectly. So I've already got one below on the passenger side all mocked up. Before we brought this car home this spring and we did the exhaust, I redid from the manifolds all the way back. I basically did all new exhaust. So all I'm doing is I'm removing the glass packs that are on there now, and I'm going to save those Thrush because they're brand new, because the mufflers on here are pretty much done. They need to be changed, and I want to fix the exhaust on this car and get it hugged up higher, because I might slam that, because I have all that extra air ride stuff over there and tanks and compressors. So I might actually lay this thing out. So I'm going to save those mufflers for that one. They've got a little bit more pop with that setup in that car. This here, I want it super quiet because we've upgraded the stereo system. We've got 12s in the trunk now, big amps, full sound system inside the car. So I really want to be able to hear it instead of the exhaust anymore. So we're going to get at this. I don't know how far past the rear end I'm going to be able to do, whether I have to do a drop like I had before and do an under axle, an underslung exhaust. I might only still be able to drop out before the exhaust, but with these new mufflers, these super turbos from DynoMax, they're supposed to be really nice, really quiet, have just enough of a low pop to them that there's no drone, which is what I have a problem with. I had to close in everything in the trunk under where all the gear is, and close in all the holes and everything from all the fabrication we did, and put the patches in, which was good. So it's all done. So we're going to work away on that tonight. And then if we have enough time, we are going to do another round of these. And I already have a set of rock lights on this car. I already have a set on here, but there's 4. The stupid thing is, depending on who you go with, one manufacturer has the plugs the one way and one has them the other way. So you can't just interchange them. And I don't know whether Amazon or anybody has any kind of the adapters. I got the extra lengths when I did these ones in this car to make them longer so I could reach, because it's a long setup. But I don't know whether they make a universal switch on them. So I'm going to pull the set off of here, because it's a brand new set. I'm going to pull the 4 off of here, move them over to Dad's Merc, and put them on here so I have them here. And then I have all 10 of these bad boys, and I'm going to use them here. So I will continue to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 and cover my sides. And then I'm going to do 5, 6, 7, 8 up in the wheel well for the wires. We got our new custom built wheel chips from CCF Customs from my boy Jazz. Absolutely phenomenal. We've still got some more low riding stuff. We've got chrome plated engraved switch plates and wheel chips and everything for the inside, and we're building the new console. So we're going to do rock light on all 4 corners, and then I already have a ton of neon and everything inside the car, so I might actually maybe put one in the trunk, one up in the engine bay somewhere, maybe one in the grill somewhere along here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't necessarily need to run them all, but we'll see. We've been a little behind on doing some videos. We've just been in the process of moving, which you can see here. There's a ton of stuff in the middle. And we've just been going from the one house to the other ever since Dad passed. So it's been the last 3.5, 4 months of just doing that stuff. And now we're finally here at his house and we're finally moved in. And then now I'm just tinkering on stuff I've been wanting to get to. A lot of things that weren't planned for this year that you kind of just get thrown into and you don't really have a choice. So we're kind of set up in here for now. I do actually have a hoist coming. I'm going to go down and pick it up here probably in a month. I can't put a post hoist in here anywhere, and I don't necessarily need one. So I've got a new scissor lift coming in, a new low-rise scissor hoist. I don't plan on I don't need to pull any transmissions or any of that stuff, and I know they're not good for that, but that's not my thing of where I need it. I need things to get up in the air. I've only got an 8-foot ceiling in here, so I only have so much height until I put the addition on the back. So it's just going to help me get vehicles up as high as I can, and I'll be able to get a car up to here, which is more than enough. And if I need to pull the transmission on something or do anything in the middle, I'm yanking the whole motor out of these cars because I can have a transmission and an engine out faster in this than I can by dicking around just trying to get the tranny off. It's so much easier, and if I'm going to do that, I might as well clean the engine bay and do it all in one shot, which I do actually have my new rebuilt, ready to go, 64 283 camel hump motor right there. And this is my 62 camel hump motor out of an SS Impala. Both of them are rebuilt, ready to go. I built these before I moved out of my last shop, and I've had them at a buddy's place, and they've been sitting and we've been spinning them, so everything's really good. That's a fully fresh rebuild. Ram's horn manifolds, the whole shot, downpipes are all here. So the whole goal is to get that up and out this winter, get it into here and swap these over, because I also have somewhere, sorry for all the mess in here, but I also have 704 there and a 700R4 down at the back corner, which one was for here. So I might still put it into this car. I don't know yet. This thing runs and drives so well that you don't even really notice the RPM with the 3 gear, with the rear end gears and everything in it. So this thing, it just handles beautifully. And now that I put my my Diamondback tires on this, it rides even better now. So we got a lot of things we're going to be filming. We got a lot of things we're going to be doing. We're still trying to get out and shoot some shows. We've missed a bunch of shows. We missed a bunch of the Lowrider barbecues here in Toronto and in Ontario this summer. The last thing we were at was Rev Auto Show in June. We just missed Northern Showdown. We're not going to drop out in Ohio this year in September. We've just got so many other things going on here now at the house, and with moving and having to be here, that I'm kind of really focusing on the next couple of big shows, which for me would be Maggie Valley for the All Truck Nationals in October. And then I'm either looking at Turkey Drag in December, but I'm definitely doing Eastbound Get Down in Florida in the new year. So we're going to bring you some stuff. We don't have a lot of coverage. It's just one of those years with Dad passing and moving and renovating. We had to renovate the house, and just everybody out there, you've been through this, you know it. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It just consumes, and the next thing you know, your year is completely shot and gone, and that's what this has been. So we're taking some time. We want to get this new exhaust on, get this thing done so we can drive it, because we're running out of time. It's end of August into September, and we want to get some time in before it snows here, and I have to lay it up and bring it in, which isn't a bad thing because I get to tear some things down. So that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. I love you guys. You guys have continued on with the views while we've been absent the last couple of months. It's been amazing. So we're going to get back into the swing of it, and we're going to bring you so much other stuff, because we also have things like my old business. So all the candy, the paint, the airbrushing, all the pinstriping and stuff like that, things like this car, stuff like this roof, all this artwork. That's the stuff I miss doing. That's the stuff I want to get back into doing, which is why I want to put the big addition on the back of this shop. So I've got room for all this stuff and to work on stuff and bring in the odd thing to do some artwork on. So stay tuned. We got plenty of stuff coming. So for now, we're gonna get under the car and we're gonna start putting this stuff in. let's get at it. So we'll just gonna give you a quick shot of the exhaust and the mufflers. You won't be able to see much because I got them tucked up all up inside here, right in there and there. Good. So we got them in there. They fit nicely. The 55 Chevy frames are fairly thick, and I've got them up in there so they're just off the floor, which is good. And they're skinny. I was actually really surprised how skinny. Let's switch this. There we go. That's better. I was actually really surprised how skinny these things were. It's nothing new. They've been out there forever. Thousands of guys use them. I've always had glass packs. I've got the thrush mufflers on there last year, but they were just too loud dumping out where they're dumping now. They're just way too loud. There's too much droning in the car. My original glass packs were done, and I always ran glass packs just because traditional mufflers just never seem to fit, especially with a lowrider. But these things are only like somewhere between 14 and 20 inches long, but they're only like 7 to 9 inches wide, and they're only like 3.5 to 4 1/4 thick. So they're not bad. They're really good to hug up inside a frame. And this particular one here has an offset to one side and the other side is in the center, which for me, I kind of figured that it gives me, because depending on where my pipes come down from the motor is, if I can use the offset, great. It doesn't matter where it goes out the back because I'm going to make the back, so that's fine. And it actually worked out good. Passenger side did the offset off the start and it put it center out the back. And then this one here, because of where there was brackets for the emergency cable, I flopped it around so it came into the center, and then the offset came out the back, and they bolted up beautifully, hung in there perfectly, no issues. That was probably the quickest exhaust job I've ever done. So that was perfect. So yeah, we're really happy with that. She's a little dusty. But like I said, once this is done, we'll pull her outside, give her a bath, wash her down. But yeah, if you're looking for a really good set of quiet mufflers, look into your DynoMax and your Walkers and anything in that 17730 series. There's 30s, 32s, 33s, 37s, 67s. All different inlets, outlets, variations, but they are actually really nice and quiet on this, which I'm very happy about. Because the one thing I do miss is when that car had an inline 6 in it, it was so quiet because I had a single exhaust. And it was great because then the stereo's bumping and that's all you could hear. And then progressively, for some reason, the exhaust just gets louder and louder and louder and louder as the more you cut out of it, trying to get the car as low as possible. So now that it lays on the frame and it's got great high lockup, now I'm okay. So I know my mufflers are good and should be nice and quiet. And now we can be able to bump the stereo because now we got a lot more bass in the trunk, more hi-fi on the inside. So it's pretty sweet. All right, well, I think that's enough for right now. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna run, we're gonna go jump in the water and go for a surf session. So come with us for a minute. Let's go catch some waves and then we'll get right back at it.
A few moments later.
Well, as you can tell, we are not in the shop right now like we said we were gonna be when we said we'd be right back. Surf's up, had to leave the shop, haven't been in the water a while with moving and everything going on. So we are out here today. It is an absolutely gorgeous day out on the water. And we got some beautiful lines coming in. We're out playing on the longboard today, so we're taking a bit of a break. We will get back into the shop, but we got to get some waves. It's been a while. We're frothing to get down south for the winter to the house to Nicaragua. Love days in the water. Haven't had as many this year as what I usually do, but we're gonna get us some today. Let's get after it. Hope you're having an amazing day. Make it the best day ever, because I'm about to. Let's get into it.